Hey everybody, something a little different today. In order to get the SPG 15 mission done, I caved in and got myself an S51 with about 10,000 free XP coming off the KV2. Since I'd already played the KV2 quite a bit, I was able to pick this thing up, a little bit of free XP on the gun, kitted it out quickly and ran a match. Now this is actually the first time I've ever played the S51. I haven't played it on test, I haven't played it on the live server before. This is absolutely my first match in this vehicle. Straight away I suspect the enemy team might try and cross. Or our own, might try and cross to do some scouting. These two are clustered pretty close together, but they're also moving around a lot. And the ARL is a much more tempting target. He's not going to be able to dodge as easily, and he has no armor. Boom. No more ARL. I decided to shift my focus towards the hill for a moment, just to see what's going on up here, but the enemy tiger appears to be staying behind in the spawn, which is a bad plan, especially in the position he's in, because he isn't in arty cover. Or other arty misses him. I don't. With most of the actual threats cleared out of the enemy base now, I shift my focus back up the hill ramp, expecting our A44 to soon begin spotting things for me. Now I actually saw that shell come out. The Panther's behind a rock. I'm not going to be able to hit him behind there unless he pulls out. So I decide to see if I can get a hit on what is probably one of the bishops. Shot doesn't kill anything, but whether or not it actually did damage, there's no way of telling at the moment. So I begin looking for other things to shoot at. The E25 is going to be a difficult target even at the best of times. The M7, if I can save a shell for something bigger, is not really the best target. The Panther would be very nice, but I need him lit. And sure enough, there goes another arty shell from the same general area. That probably is the bishop. The S51 would not be that close to the hill. Certainly not shooting that close to the hill. My teammates spot the Panther. I begin to lead it. Take a shot, and boom, no more Panther. Bit of a risk there, firing when I still had so much bloom, but obviously it paid off in this case. Once again, the E25 is going to be problematic to hit. At the moment he's behind a berm, I can't arc my shell over it, so I begin looking back down towards this way to see if I can either tag an arty, or maybe hit the M7. The M7 foolishly stops in the open. The Easy 8 turns up, but out of the two, the M7 is the easier target. If I try to traverse onto the Easy 8, I'm probably going to have to track traverse, which would blow my bloom out. As it turns out, I actually didn't have to, but it doesn't really matter anyway. I took the M7, and then the other arty took the Easy 8. Now, knowing that there was an enemy Easy 8 last spotted in F7 and he wasn't seen to have moved, I decided to take my chances and fire a shot blind to that grid square. It's a pretty common position for enemy mediums to camp out at. and our heavies coming off the hill aren't quite close enough to spot him yet, so I decided to take the chance. Well, it doesn't direct hit anything and it doesn't kill anything, but we'll see the results of that shot soon. Start looking for shots on this guy. Oh, there's the easy 8, and oh look, he's missing a bunch of hit points. I wonder how that happened. Also worth note, the Hellcat's missing a bunch of hit points. Now, I can't remember offhand if I was responsible for all of that. I don't think I was, but you'll be able to see in the post games anyway. I decided to go for the Stura Email. It's a big, squishy, easy target that I will have a pretty easy time hitting as long as he doesn't do anything too tricky. And he seems to think he's in cover of some sort. M44 gets a shot in, and it's shortly followed up by my shell, which takes him out. Now up to 5 kills. I'm really starting to think that this gun is maybe a little bit too good, honestly. I mean, this is the ideal map for Arty. This is pretty much a perfect setup for a tier 7 Arty, being top tier on Melanovka, but all the same, it just seems a little bit too strong to me. I decided to leave the Bishop for now. I want to take the heavy tank instead, particularly if it means keeping our KV-1 alive. Unfortunately, I'm not fast enough and my shell falls short. That would have actually killed the KV-1 if he hadn't already died. .3601 is very low on hit points. A stiff breeze will kill him. Meanwhile, the Hellcat has run probably to the south. I take aim on the 3601, hoping to get at least the last couple hit points off of him, but the M44 is able to land a shell before I'm reloaded. Hellcat is still actually killing people. Indeed, he has pulled back to the south. He's now in the cover of these buildings. Not a surprising move. This is often a last-ditch defense area by puppies. So I take a shot towards a building, hoping to get some damage on him. Unfortunately, he flies low and hits the wall, fails to do anything. Now on reload, I don't have much hope of tagging the Hellcat before somebody else can, so doesn't look like I'm going to get a top gun this match, but I've certainly had a very good first match in the S51, and I also got my mission completed. Sure enough, kill goes to T-3485, and although I've only got just over 1,000 damage on the meter, this actually ended up being a 3.5k damage match. A very, very, very good first impression. Now, I was shooting gold ammo. If you are playing Arty and you have gold ammo that has better splash, there's really no reason not to use it. In fact, if you don't, you're basically hobbling yourself. This is particularly important in higher tiers where that splash is really, really necessary. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm probably not going to be playing too much Arty, just what I need for the missions basically. I do want to get a 261. I've wanted to get the 261 for a very long time. You may have already seen the videos I uploaded of me playing it on test, but I don't think I'm going to be grinding towards it as such. I'll probably just grind bits and pieces here and there and accelerate up the tree with free XP. So that's quite a long ways off. It seems I can probably get a lot of the missions done with the S51, so that's what I'm going to stick with. And of course the 304 as well, a reliable fallback for anything that requires accuracy. Well, until next time, wish you the best of luck in the field, and I'll catch you on the next one.